Okay, welcome aboard, folks. Welcome to Flight 25. We're going over to San Juan today in the 737-800, where we'll switch aircraft and show you live down to St. Martin and back to San Juan. We got a 3-day schedule here today. We're going to be hammering down in the Caribbean. We haven't done this in quite a while, so it should be fun to go down there. Let's go ahead and jump in the flight deck. And we got obviously a cold and dark start here. We're going to get this show on the road pretty quickly. So bear with me as we rock through this. What's the thing? First thing, battery switch coming on. And my views got changed because I'm using Chase Plane now, so I might have to reset everything, see how it goes. Okay, that's on negative 38. We've got these two electric pumps are off, packs are off, gears down, flaps and brake. Looks good. Come on the upstairs here. I want to throw the power switch to the on position. Right, now let's get, well, hold on. I got to get my panel going here. We'll get the ground power hooked up, and hopefully we get a good hookup on the panel and we can rock and roll. Let's see what it says. Looking for 3 greens. We've got it. Panel looks good. Ground power's coming on. All right, I don't think I like this view. I might have to change my camera angles again, and obviously have to do a whole bunch of adjustments again on the panel. So we have the old system, not the new system, so we'll keep it like that. All right, you guys, that's done. Let's go on the overhead now and get everything ready in terms of alignment and all that. 1, 2, 1, 2, FMC. Coming up, we've got an 800. And we've got 17 April to May 15. We're good there. Click that. It is Miami. It's 17.7. You can go Gate Gulf 8. That's where we're at today. We'll throw those numbers in right there. We'll get those crunched up and get it ready to rock and roll here. Self-loading cargo, I really would like to see if I could run it. I just installed and I wanted to see if it's going to work. I really don't know if it's going to work. Let's see what happens. Yes. All right, we got unable. I don't think it's going to work. I think it's going to really... Yeah, I don't think it's working. Oh well. I'll have to sort that out when I have time. I don't have time right now. We'll figure it out. We'll clear that. That is fine. And let's go on the overhead. Just make sure that our lights are good. Logo lights are coming on. We're going to turn on, throw that to armed. And logo lights are steady right now. And our logo lights are on. Right there. Get the logo lights on. We'll get everything else done. We'll do a quick walk around and find out what's up. Whoever brought this airplane in before it was low on gas, you can see it, 2400. There's not a lot of fuel on this airplane, so barely came in here with fumes. That's really nice to know. All right, let's dive in here. We're going to click route. I'm going to go ahead and do a flight plan request now. We can do a couple ways. Let me just go ahead and summon the line. We request the data from SimBrief. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and click flight plan request, and you can see SimBrief is there. We'll just add that. We'll do everything there. That looks great. Click return. Oh, sorry. Select the route. We're going to give it a second, and then I'm going to write down that weather in Miami right now. Miami is reporting 060 at 14, gusting 21, 10 miles, few clouds at 4, few at 25, 27 over 16, and altimeter is 3011. Okay, we got the uplink ready. Click load. It's going to pull that data in. All right, let's see what we got here. 07 to 16, 24, 10 miles visibility. Sky condition is few clouds at 4. Temperature is 27, dew point 16, altimeter 0.11. Runway is going to be 8 right. Route data uplink, we'll click activate, execute, and we'll get everything sorted here on the departures. We're going to go runway 8 right. Guarantee they send us out of that one. We're going to do the Colada 2 with the BITAC transition. Click OK. And then our arrivals coming in at Beano 3. And I don't know yet on that. That's just going to have to wait until we get a little closer. We'll click there. I'm sure it's going to be our zero fuel weight coming in 132.4. Reserves 5. Cost index is going to be 30 today. And we're going to be planning out a fuel here at 23.7. Good. Climbing up to an altitude of 350. No step climb. And 293 at 33. That's done right there. Outside air temperature once we get up, looks like negative 49 degrees. Dropped it over there. Hit right there. Go over the N1. Stand by for that. While we're doing that, let's go ahead and call for catering. Request catering, please. Gate Gourmet. All right, data's coming up. We got to get the data right and all that good stuff. All right, takeoff dispatch coming in, Miami. It's dry conditions. We'll pull the numbers in from Miami. Good. RTG, we're going to go full takeoff on that, maximum on the ATM, optimum flap. We'll probably force this to 5. Auto off, no, and then takeoff weight is going to be, oh, I have to change the aircraft. I'm sorry. I knew something was wrong. I got to select a new airplane. It's a 737-800 with 24,000 SPF. We have, not steel, we have carbon. I gotta select an airplane again here. 800, 24K with carbon brakes. That's actually 27,000 pounds. There we go. And we do have the short field package installed on the aircraft. Kilo Miami. Runway is going to be 8 right. Conditions full. Flap is going to be set to full. Maximum flap is 5. Auto off, none. Let's go to takeoff weight. 155.6. Mac is 18%. Calculate. Cell temp 51 degrees. Trim. It's going to be 6, and looking like 144, 144, 149. Okay, all that's good to go. 51 degrees on the assumed temperature today. All right, that's easy. 51 degrees right there. We'll slap that on there. Click takeoff. We're going to go flaps, flaps 5 for departure. CG will be around 18. I'm going to hold that right now. We've got 44. 47, I'll just do the higher number. 49 is correct, or 51 is fine too. It's only 2 knots off the mark, so pretty good. Not too shabby here. We're going to go through our flows. All right, let's go get our lighting system on. Yeah, I don't know how I like this panel. I mean, I could split this panel too. And become a little bit closer where I can see my lighting. So I kind of like that better, so I might have to do that, guys. So we're going to keep this one, but we're going to change this one. The only problem is I won't be able to get that. Well, I might be able to. It just might not be in sequence. So I don't know. I have to see, because basically we're adding one. We're going to be adding a line here. All right. Yeah, I kind of don't like it right now like this. I'm not a fan. I want to split this panel up twice. Okay, I'm going to test our lights. Taxi lights coming on. Wing lights are on. Taxi lights are on. That's on. Strobe and steady. Logo is on. And let's go ahead and outside the aircraft. Let's take a peek. Now the FO would probably be doing the walk around. Good. Looks like we got a good jet, guys. At least in lighting. See what I mean? I don't really like this because you can't see what I'm doing. Taxi's off. Wing lights are off. We'll keep that on. Steady now. That's off. We'll keep the wheel lights on. And I will change it. It's just a matter of when. All right. How we doing on time? We've got 10:15. I want to check again and get... I just don't think it's going to work. Self-loading cargo. I don't know where it is. That's kind of annoying because I have installed it. It just like disappeared. It's really weird. I don't know why I would do that. Departing Miami, no alternate. Time is 10:15 right now. We're going to be taking off at 11. Zulu, that is. Save those changes. The operation cannot complete. I shouldn't have an alternate airport. I don't need one. Don't need an alternate airport, guys. Okay, that's the difference. Okay, so let's go STT. Let's try that. We're gonna go 11 Zulu. Oh, come on, dude. Yeah, it's annoying. So there's something for the devs on this thing. It should let me go without having an alternate airport. TJBQ. Because quite frankly, you don't need one. This is a new one. We're going to see how this goes. Flight time's 10 hours, 59 minutes. Are you serious? Are you serious right now? What are you talking about? No. Departure time in Zulu. Okay, so we obviously have problems here. I've got to see... What is this? I like the interface much better. I don't know. Why is this? Okay, our arrival time in Zulu. I don't like that. How many hours here? It's 7. We're talking 4 hours here. So 9:40. It's 2 hours and 40 minutes. So 11, 1300, 1340. Save the changes. Let's see what we got. 2 hours, 40 minutes cruising altitude. Yes, 4 crew, 180, 147 passengers. Wi-Fi is available. Drinks 20 minutes. What do you? Oh, it's initial service. Yeah. Repeat. I'm good. I'm good with that. Hot food. 5 hours. Alcohol every 30 minutes. Duty free. We don't do those. Movie. We don't play it. Okay. We have a KU band and we have 70. I'm gonna click. Aircraft does not have IFEs installed for now. Might have to do that. Okay. Let's see. Aircraft cabin and layout. We have an 800. It is going to be a SWA 800. I don't know if it's in here or not. Nope. So all of our like stuff and everything, we're gonna have to do this. Oh, it is. Okay. Okay, that's good. Good. Light crew audio. Okay, so I gotta put my voice back in there. It's gonna be, unfortunately, it's gonna be no. Random. It's gonna be front to back. That's how we board. Okay, I don't know. I think we're good here. Oh, I see a problem already here, guys. I don't know. So I can't expand the... Go ahead.
Hello, Captain. Okay, so I've spoken to security and they've started checking in, but there's around another 10 minutes to go before we expect to be seeing any passengers. No problem.
Alright, so one thing about this, I see a problem already. I'm just going to have to exit it. I'm going to close it because voice packs and there's a cabin crew. Alright, I'm going to have to deal with that here in a little bit. Sound pack. That's what I need to find, you guys. I need to find a sound pack for my I don't know where it is. Anyway, I'm not going to be too concerned. I'm not going to use it this time just because of all that. I'm going to go ahead and get the aircraft fueled. We get the fueling called up. Request refueling, please. Okay, fueling's coming in. We'll get the boarding done here shortly, within the first few minutes right now. As they do that, I'm going to go ahead and shut this light off, and then we're going to start planning, and I might change the flight deck just a little bit. That's capped, that's on, and looking good. Oh crap. I don't know what happened. Alright, it's in the flight deck here. Let's go. Do we have a air conditioning card on? Nope, we gotta call that. There's no cooling in the airplane right now. They're gonna be pretty hot. Ground services coming in. I'm gonna request the air conditioning, please. It's probably pretty hot in there. Let's look. Yeah, it's 80 degrees. Okay, while they set the fuel, I'm going to change all my my overhead panel. I don't like what I'm seeing here, so just bear with me. Let me do this. So I'm going to set a couple of just kind of buttons here, just so we have a little closer of a panel to us. So we can split this. I usually like to split the panel in, especially this overhead panel, in two sections. There's just a lot on here. So that should bring us down to our PAX panel. And I'm going to call this overhead 1. Okay, guys, we got the fuel on the aircraft. Let's go ahead and board the passengers now. We got about 30 minutes to push. So let's go ahead and do that. Request boarding. Request boarding. All right. As paperwork's coming out, we'll go ahead and get everything written down. Are they still fuel on the aircraft? Yeah. Texaco's here, still fueling us up. And we've got 8630. Center tank 6620, and that gives us roughly 23.7. I'll sign that. Looking good here. All right, our oil is 95. Okay, looking good so far on everything, and we're getting aborted. You want to board crew? No, we're on the aircraft already, so we don't need it. TFC's coming open. All right, let's go ahead and do our we don't have to do all the flows, but I'm going to do like my emergency stuff right now, just so we can knock it out. First thing we want to do is come over, test all of our lights, make sure that's good to go. We already checked our outside lights, so we're done there. That's good. Clear that. We'll check the oxygen. Good. I'll raise that. And we'll shut the motor off. Good. We'll stop there. Good. Nickel test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. And then we're going to go dime test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's your nickel and dime. All right, let's test your fire bottles. Good. Good. We got primary AMC. Primary A3. Let's go to standby. So, whoa. All right, we're boarding people. Welcome on board. We're going to just adjust the brightness on this thing. It's intense.
Hello.
Looking good there. Same down here. I'm going to adjust my brightness. I mean, we're going to be losing daylight here any minute. I mean, we're going to be gaining the daylight, so don't need it too dark, but just enough. I thought that worked. Apparently not. All right, let's do our flow. Looking good. Normally I don't like to do this flow right now just because it's a little early. As you kind of don't want to do that flow. We're going to throw those pumps on, and we're going to throw the fuel center tank with cross feeds coming open. Close the valve, open the... I'm just going to turn them all on, actually. Let's get them all going.
This way.
Okay, those are on. Ground power is on. We'll throw it to APU for now. We're going to get the APU started. Not right now, though. It's still too early. Seatbelts are on. Okay, we'll stand by for that. I do have to change the pressurization. It's the old pressurization system.
Good morning.
PFDG, we're going to go to aircraft, and I don't know why it does this, but it does it.
Good morning.
I think it's equipment.
Good morning.
Let's see how that works. Yeah, it's better. Climbing to 35,000.
Hello?
We're landing in, how about 10 feet? So it's basically 0. Good, it's on auto on the right side on the igniters today. Good deal. Steady lights are on. Okay, folks, we're just kind of just waiting. I'll give you a briefing how we're going to get out of here.
This way.
All right, so we're going out of Miami. We'll get the clearance here soon. We're doing the SID. We're going to be flying the Colada 2 departure out of here, and what we're doing is basically on a takeoff. We're going to go right to Jamba, and I'm just going to verify with you
Hello?
my numbers here. Okay, so I've got Jamba, then we're going to Kobola, Colada, and then we're taking that track to Bitak, the Medley. Then we got Bitak Haggett. Let's go out of here. And we're going to go right to home. And I'm just going to go full page on this. And I'll just undock it. And then we'll zoom in. Just want to show you what we have. That's better. Bitak. And then we've got Haggett, Callow. Then Zibber, Yaya, Bino. And then from there, it just depends on the runway. Good. The departure out of here, we talked about the SID. So basically, we'll be climbing probably via this SID. We've got a radar required, RJ transition, BITAC transition. Good. It says speed accelerate 250 knots if unable contact. So they want us to accelerate fast. So we don't have to slow down. We'll just keep it going to about 250. That's per the departure here. So on the approach, if we had to turn around, we're going to go to 8 right. Excuse me, we'll go to runway 9er. I'll pin that. And that's going to be 110.9er. And I'm going to go ahead and plug that in. 110.9. I'm going to throw that in there. 092 on the course, and what I'm going to do here is just going to practice an HGS departure so I can write it as currency for me. 092. All set. Okay. Taxi route for the airport here. ESA. What the heck? Airport information. We'll go ahead and pull that in. We're going to be at gate G8. And we're basically push back to normal push. We'll go nose to the left today. We're going to go down Papa all the way up to 8 right, and then we're out of here. They'll probably try to give us 9. We're just going to go 8 right anyway. I don't care. They shouldn't be sending us on runway 9. It's kind of rare that they do that. Usually it's 8 right. Okay. 149 on the speed. All right, flight director's on my side, master, and we got it on your side too. Let's go ahead. We're going to click reset. There's nothing there to reset anyway. Let's go call for clearance. Miami clearance standby. I got to plug it in.
Good morning.
Probably like, what the heck are you talking about? Now we're doing We're doing a little bit beyond ATC right now. Miami clearance, Riptide 25, looking for IFR over to San Juan.
May I see your boarding pass?
Riptide 25, Miami clearance. Clear to Luis Munoz Marin. Plata 2 departure. BITAC transition. Then as filed. Maintain 4,000 feet. Departure frequency 119.45. Squawk 6701.
Welcome on board.
Okay.
Clear
4,000.
to Luis Munoz Marin. Plata 2 departure. BITAC transition. Then is filed. Maintain 4,000 feet. Departure frequency 119.45. Squawk 6701. Riptide 25.
6701.
Riptide 25, read that correct. Contact ground 121.8 when ready for push or start.
We'll contact ground 121.8 when ready for pushback or engine start. Riptide 25. Thanks.
Good morning. Good morning.
Okay, 6701 in there, and we'll test it.
May I see your boarding
TCAS test pass.
All right, we got a good TCAS test. All right. Okay, 3011 got a good jet here, guys. We're just waiting until we get a little bit closer.
Frontier Flight 1204.
I'm gonna do a
Niner request pushback.
I'm gonna do a briefing with you, and we'll get it done here. How's that? Folks from the flight deck, welcome aboard. Flight 25 nonstop service over to Miami. Should have you on the gate here in about 15 minutes. Once we're airborne, we show 2 hours and 12 minutes. Scattered clouds over there in San Juan with 81 degrees. Ride should be pretty smooth. There's some areas of turbulence, just light stuff, just on the climb out here. And then again, once we get over the San Juan area, it might be a little bit bumpy on the way down. But during the cruise portion, we should have should give you a good ride. Remember, if you stay seated, keep the seatbelts fastened, just in case we hit any unexpected affair. Thanks for watching the FSBN channel. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed, or just like it. Sit back, relax, enjoy the flight to San Juan, Puerto Rico. Welcome aboard. Okay, good briefing, 42, and it's perfect time to kind of take a look, see what's going on the back end. See, we're getting the passengers boarded. GSX needs to be updated. I got a lot of pink passengers there. I got to update the GSX. That's what that is. Shoot, man. All right, we're boarded. We got only 100 and... We're pretty light today, guys. We got only 147 passengers. We can hold 173, so we're pretty light. Which is not great for us, but whatever. All right, let's run the checklist, and we'll get everything rocking and rolling. And right before I'll hit the lav, so as we're getting the passengers on, I'm going to say, okay, we still got 15 minutes. I'm going to run back, and I'll be right back. All right, folks, one quick thing I forgot to do. Just got back to click route data. We're going to go ahead and request those winds in right now. Let's get those winds requested and rock and roll. We're ready. I'll pull up my weather data. Uplink is ready. Click load. Got some weather off to the west. Execute it. Looking good there. Okay, forecast uplink ready. We've done that. I'll clear that. Let's go to the descent page. We'll click forecast. We're going to click load, and we'll get that done. And we're ready to rock and roll here soon. We'll click uplink. There we go. So much nice to do that. I mean, it's slick, man. Boy, that MD-80 is not so slick. You have to do it by hand. This one is so nice. Anyway, all right, we're ready to go here. Let's run their checklist, and let's get out of Dodge. I'm going to start the APU shortly. Time check is 10:48. That's good enough for me. We'll finish our overhead flows. I'll do that again, just so we didn't miss anything. Okay, we're good on there. Good on that. Good on those. Seatbelts on. That's good. APU's coming started. Window heat's going to be checked. We should see 4 window heat. We'll drive them to overheat. We'll shut them off again, turn them on again. Probe heat's good. And I'm just checking these switches just to make sure we're good to go. Good. We're coming on. 1, 2. APU is coming to start. All right, let's get our doors closed. 35,000 packs are off. We'll go ahead and throw the ISO to auto. We're ready to go. Overhead's done. That means we're done. We're going to go right on back to here. We're going to go to here, 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 and release the air conditioning cart. All right, checklist coming up. Fuel and fuel pumps. Fuel, we have 23.7, and I've got that clocked in. About 17.2, and then about 666 in the center. And we'll burn center of tank pumps first. Okay, so they're on right now. Passenger signs are on. Window heat is on. Hydraulic pumps are on. Doors, they're going to be coming closed. Give the doors a close. Click return, click doors, closed. APU's coming on, timer set. And we'll go ahead and close the doors and then throw the APU. Good, and then APU bleed. Turn that on. Oops, sorry. I gotta wait 90 seconds. Oops, that's why I hit the timer. All right. So APU's on. Let's go ahead and call for push. GSX, come and get us. Prepare for push. I don't know what they're doing. They normally would say, hey, okay. I guess it's waiting for something. Give me a call. Miami ground, Riptide 25, push please, gate Gulf 8.
Riptide 25, Miami ground, pushback and engine, start approved. Face south.
Pushback approved. Face south. Riptide 25.
Pack's coming on just for now, so I can cool the cabin down. You can see it's, you know, the cabin is pretty hot, so let's get the cabin cool now. I'm gonna go ahead and throw one of these off and watch. That's gonna drive to APU high flow, which you'd want to do that. See that split? Watch if I throw a pack off. It's because the left side's going crazy right now. Waiting for that high flow to come out. There we go. There's APU high. Let's go, guys. I'm ready. Let's go ahead and disconnect the ground power unit off the airplane. Releasing ground power. We're going to go ahead and disconnect the chocks. All right, dude. Let's go, man. There they are. TCAS coming online. TCAS is on. Okay, chrono's off. We don't need that.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
All right, you got the pin. I'm waiting for that. Bleed, where you are. Anti-collision light is on. Before we push, I'm going to go ahead and record this.
Southwest 178, Gate Foxtrot 19er, request pushback.
Southwest 178, Miami ground, pushback and engine, start approved. Face west.
Pushback approved, face west, Southwest 178.
Locking gear.
Okay, I'm going to click record. I'm going to call this CST25, flight 25 MIA. Let it do its thing. Alright, we're recording. Waiting for this thing to come back. There we go. Alright, why are we moving? It's a hack. Alright, I want to go nose to the left, tail to the right.
Release parking brakes, please.
Okay, parks, brakes, coming released. Is there an aircraft behind us? No, looks good.
Commencing push.
Let's go.
All engines clear. Start at will.
Alright, 10:55. We're 5 minutes early. Good. We like that. Alright, guys, we're going to start number 2. So what we're going to do is throw the packs off. Just want to make sure the packs are really off. They are. I can see from here. Packs are off. Let's go. Start number 2.
Southwest 178, request taxi to the active.
Southwest 178, runway 8 right taxi via Papa, Quebec, Mike 1.
Runway 8 right taxi via Papa, Quebec, Mike 1, Southwest 178.
Alright, fuel's coming in 25. Here comes the gas. There's a light. There'd be like 7 coastal aircraft pushing about right now.
Please set parking brakes.
Park brake set.
To unlock the gear.
Okay, we got a good light. Oil pressure. We got starter cut out. Good start. Let's go ahead and isolate, ventilate. Isolate, ventilate. Let's go ahead and fire number 1. Number 1 coming on.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
All right. 25 fuel. Be watching for that pin. We got a light. Oil pressure's on the rise. Okay, there he is with the pin in his hand. Get ready to flash those taxi lights at him. Once he waves, taxi lights on, off. Thank you, sir. We'll see you on the next go. Alright, start a cutout. Looking for rollback. Alright, we got a rollback. We're good to go. 2 good starts. Let's go ahead and do our flows. Okay, on the overhead, looking good here. You can see it's not pulling any amps. Let's turn them on. 1, 2, that's good. Good. I'm dropping down. APU is coming off.
Monchili 8190 heavy.
Shoot.
Gate Foxtrot 18 taxi via
APU's
Lima
off. Seatbelts
10.
on.
Mike 10. Mike, November 5. November. Whiskey, Papa.
Propeed on. That's off.
Gate
That's
Foxtrot
good.
18 via Lima 10, Mike
Trim's
10,
good.
Mike, November 5, November, Whiskey, Papa.
Let's see how hot it's gonna get.
190 heavy.
See that? Really pretty hot in the cabin right
Southwest
now.
178.
That's
Contact
75.
Miami Tower 118.3.
Okay, stand by for flaps. We're gonna go flaps. Taxi's on.
178.
Flaps 5. Okay, watch your legs. All right, let's go checklist. Remember recall, good. Okay, checks before taxi. Generators are on, probe heat is on, anti-ice is off, not required. Flight controls free. Flaps are 5-5 with a green light. TARA on the transponder. Now we're ready to go. Here, brakes off my plane. All right, let's rock and roll here. Give him a call. They're going to tell us 9. I'm going to say, nah, we're going to go 8 right. They shouldn't take us on 9. We should be on 8 right on this one. Miami ground, Riptide 25, taxi, please.
Riptide 25, runway 8 right taxi via 20, Papa, Quebec, Mike 1.
Yep.
Runway
They
8
want
right
us on
taxi
Quebec.
via 20, Papa, Quebec, Mike 1, Riptide 25.
All right, that's good. So we'll go Papa, Quebec instead of, which is different. Normally it's Papa straight up, but I guess they're going to put us on Quebec. What a beautiful morning in Miami. It's really nice to be flying the line again, you guys. It's been a long time since we had the opportunity, and you know, that's what our summers are. All right, we'll go down Quebec. All right, looking good. Got Latam up there. Better going down the other direction here. What a beautiful morning here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and chime the cabin.
American
for-
2962 at gate Delta 6. Request pushback and engine start.
American 2962, Miami ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face west.
787, nice bird.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face west. American 2962.
I love these Boris sounds. He just did such a good job with it. Really enhances the just immersion. It's amazing what a good sound set can do. At least in my opinion, right? I'm gonna stop the timer. I'm gonna reset that. It's fine. Okay, flight attendant notified, completed. Recall is complete. Let's go up the stairs and check everything. Let's turn this off. And then we've got packs are on auto, bleeds are on, APU bleed is off. Stupid. Way to over boost it, man. I can back pressure that APU like that. hope I didn't kill my APU. We'll see how we land. If it's a problem. Okay, cloud of 2, 4,000. Let's go ahead and arm it on both sides. Let's do an HGS takeoff. I'm going to check the config check. Good. It's been a minute since I've been in an 800. It's really, I love this airplane.
American 2962, request taxi.
American 2962, runway 8 right taxi via November, Quebec, Mike 1.
Runway 8 right taxi via November, Quebec, Mike 1, American 2962.
United 2161, Gate Hotel 14, request pushback.
Alright, checklist coming.
United 2161, Miami
Takeoff
ground.
config check, paths are set,
Pushback
leads are set,
approved.
altimeter set,
Face
recalls
south.
checked. Takeoff checklist complete.
Pushback approved. Face south. United 2161.
Riptide 25, contact Miami Tower 118.3.
Over the tower.
Contact Tower 118.3, Riptide 25. Have a good morning.
Miami Tower, Riptide 25, ready to go, runway 8 right.
Riptide 25, Miami Tower, wind 055 at 12, gust 22, RNAV to Jamba, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff.
RNAV to Jamba, you got it. Let's
Runway
go.
8 right. Our NAV to Jamba. Cleared for takeoff. Riptide 25.
Flight attendants, please be prepared. Please prepare the cabin for takeoff. Thank you. All right, looking good. Nobody's coming in on that side. RNAV to Jamba. I've got 2 aircraft coming in. Looks like a no factor for us. Okay, clear on the left. Cleared on the right. Okay, I got 8 right on the markings on the runway. Auto throttle's armed. And now I want to show you if this course seems wonky.
American 761, exit
See
next
how it's-
available taxiway.
There you go. You just basically
Exit
line
next
it up.
available
All right, here we go.
taxiway.
Bring it up.
American 761.
Bring it up to 40. Takeoff thrust set.
UPS 400 heavy, wind 055 at 12, gust 22, runway 9
Gust check.
cleared to land.
Runway 9er cleared to land. UPS 400 heavy.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh man, lots of rudder. Lots of rudder. Wants to just weather vane hard.
Positive rate.
Gear up. Make sure that gear comes up on us. I'm going to bring it up to about 20 degrees. There we are.
UPS 400 heavy, exit next available taxiway.
Exit next available taxiway. UPS
Time thrust set.
400 heavy.
Riptide
Beautiful
25,
night. Beautiful
contact
morning.
Miami departure. Have a good one.
Over to departure. See ya.
Contact Miami departure. Riptide 25. Miami departure,
Direct
Riptide
Jamba.
25, 2,200 feet. Riptide 25, Miami departure. Good morning, radar contact.
Left
Climb
one.
and maintain 17,000.
17,000.
Climb and maintain 17,000. Riptide 25.
17,000 set. All right, let's go flaps up. Command on. All right, we made it. Jeez. Finally flying, you guys. We're flying. We're gonna go ahead and accelerate that 250 knots. I'm gonna do just a quick check. That's off. Taxi light is coming off. Retractables off. All right, 17,000. We're gonna reset. That's it, 250 knots. Beautiful day in Miami, you guys. That is just a gorgeous departure. Let's see what we got here. Ooh. We just hit Kabola.
Miami departure, American 2962, 600.
The stupid pink
American
people.
2962, Miami departure, radar contact. Cleared direct salt. Resume the Glades 4. Climb and maintain 14,000. Cleared direct salt. Resume the Glades 4. Climb and maintain 14,000. American 2962.
Ah, what a beautiful morning. Beautiful morning out of Miami here. There's 10,000. I'm going to elect to just keep going. It doesn't look too bad in terms of turbulence or anything like that. I mean, we do expect some bumps, but it shouldn't be too bad. We'll see. We're trying to accelerate. There's 10,000. That's it, you guys. Pretty much it. I'll leave you go here at 18 grand, and if we're starting to get in the bumps, I'll go ahead and turn off the. We'll slow down at 0.76 and go from there. There's 10,000 feet. Let's do a click climb check here coming on the overhead. We're climbing, pressurizing, looking good. Climb check. Packs and bleeds are on and auto and on. Pressurization check. Start switches are off. APU is off. Flaps are up. No lights. That's right. Climb check completed.
Miami departure, United 2161, 500.
United 2161, Miami departure, radar contact, cleared direct salt, resumed the Alton 2.
Like I said, it might be a little bit bumpy through here on the climb as we kind of venture out, but
resume the Alton 2. Climb maintain 17,000
shouldn't
feet.
be too bad.
United 2161.
Just light turbulence.
Riptide 25, contact Miami Oceanic 123.775.
123.775.
Center on 123.775. Riptide 25, take care. Miami Oceanic, Riptide 25, through 15,100 for 17,000 feet. Riptide 25, Miami Oceanic, climb maintain flight level 350.
Okay, 350 on the climb.
Climb maintain flight level 350, Riptide 25.
And we might get a better step climb through 350 set. And level change on. I mean, in terms of reset that VNAV so it doesn't command 17. All right, folks, that's pretty much it, man. We're just gonna, you know, it's basically feet wet the entire ride into San Juan. And Bimini, we can do 116.7 if you'd like. Just put a VOR on 116.7. There's 116.7. That's on nav 1. And then our nav 2 set right there. So Bimini is set. We're pretty much good to go here. I'm just going to take the ride up. There's 18,000. And we'll go standard. And our lights are coming off. That's it. My seat's coming back. Local lights are off. We're done. That's the end of that. We'll just watch that fuel burn, and we'll see you folks at cruise. All right, folks, we got to get down. We got to get down now. We're a little on the high side, so I'm just going to go ahead and bring it in and start descending the aircraft now. So I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to go ahead and start cranking down. We're way high. I'll do about 3,000 feet a minute for now, and we'll see what we can do here. We got Beano arrival. We're going to be hitting the arrivals and departure page. We're going to click arrivals Beano 3, and I want to do the Hardy transition, I think. Can't remember what it's got for us. Matter of fact, we're just going to go straight to Beano at 11,000. So Beano, I need to hit legs page from Beano. Okay, so we're going to go arrivals. We'll click Beano 3. I'm just going to do the Hardy, and then I'm going to click. It's not even letting us in there. Anyway, Beano to Millet, MYLT. So we're going to clear MY. You know what? I think I know why. Let's take a look at the weather here into. Its winds are calm. But right now they're landing, arriving 8, departing 8. I've been arriving 10, and they're landing 8. So what we'll do is we'll set this up. I might have to do a circuit here. I'm descending pretty quick, so I'm using that energy I need to get down to. I think we'll be all right. Seatbelts coming on, and we're going to be arriving at runway 10. I'm just going to see. So what I'm going to do is down here, we're going to go to arrivals. We're going to go runway 10, and the Comati transition Execute it. Go to legs page. We've
FedEx
got
51 Heavy,
Beano.
Sailor 2, runway 10.
We got Beano and
Report ready for descent.
then where the heck is that at? Komati is it?
Sailor 2, runway
No,
10.
Wesson transition.
Ready for
Let's see.
descent. FedEx 51 Heavy.
We'll just take it into the Wesson.
FedEx 51 Heavy, descend via Sailor 2 arrival. Luis Munoz Marin Airport landing runway 10.
We're just gonna go to Wesson.
5.
So after
Descend via
Beano,
Sailor 2 arrival.
MYL
Marin Airport landing runway 10. Altimeter 299.5. FedEx 51 Heavy.
once I get this programmed in there, execute. Beano, I want to hit at 11,000, roughly. Beano 11,000, enter. I'm just going to see if that works. It might not. I'm just going to do that. We are going to hit Beano at 11. I'll get down, be a little more aggressive on the descent than normal, so I'm just going to bring up the speed. You know, I'm gonna grab VNAV here, and I'm just gonna increase that speed. Whoop, and you'll see as we hit 320, the airplane's gonna really come down to grab that profile that we're at. So it's just pretty steep descent coming in. And as we kind of get all this through here, we got Millet. Then from Millet, I want to do this Wesson because it'll set us right up for the approach. We don't need to do an arc here. Just kind of setting us up for that ILS approach. Got good weather down there in San Juan. Let's see here, Beano 3 to Beano 11. Now we're gonna be on the high side, obviously, so I could pull brake, increase that descent rate even more. I should not see. This is going to help us increase that descent rate. There we are. Now we obviously can't keep up with that because we're going pretty fast. Now I'm pushing it up, way up. I'm using all that energy that we have, trading it for altitude. So seatbelts are on. Let the flight attendants know what's going on. I'm going to shut that off here. And then we're going to clean this up. Sorry, I know it's steep, but I had to do it. I don't know. I think we go Millet, and then after that, it's going to be Wesson. W-E-S. W-E-S-E-N. Okay, so Wesson. After that, oops, I want to execute it. And then we'll just have that discontinuity in there. Okay, coming in. The airport weather right now, it's 29905. There we go. And lights coming down. We might have to, you know, do a little bit of a circuit here. Just to kind of give us a little more room. We're coming down the chute pretty quick. Descent checklist coming up. Okay, altimeter bugs are set and cross-checked. VRAF and V target looking good. We're going to go flap 30 on this one. I'm just going to verify runway 10 really quick for us.
Riptide 25, contact San Juan approach 120.9er.
1209. See ya.
Contact San Juan approach 120.9er. Riptide 25. San Juan approach. Riptide 25. Good morning. 13,100 feet. With information November.
Riptide 25, San Juan approach. Altimeter 299.5. Expect a visual approach runway 10.
Got it. Okay, 1,000 to go.
Altimeter 299
Keep descending.
Expect a visual approach runway 10.
We'll go down to
with 925.
9,000 feet. We'll slow the aircraft down a little bit now. All right. Nice. We'll pull back the speed. Speed brake's coming in. All right. We've just made that restriction. We're going to come down to 6,000 now. And that's coming off. And we got to bleed all that energy up. I still want to maintain some descent rate here. Now you can see what's happening. Like if we go to Wesson, I'd rather go direct to direct Wesson, and that'll bring us in. So Ramsey, this is the ILS 10. Tanner, it's called. Yeah, that's what I want. So we're gonna go after Millet here. I want to go to Tanner, and that should square it up. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, I got the brake pulled out as much as I possibly can. We need to start descending quick. I'm gonna go ahead and say, all right, start descending now at 220. Bring it down. Let's go. We're too dang high. The speed should not increase. We should be decreasing on increasing our descent rate now. Let's go. There we go. Oh, Tanner, we need to be at approximately 1,500. All right, 1,500's in. We're going to go ahead and click runway 10, fixed page, drop it in there. We're going to go 15/5/3. All right, there we go. So we are on the high side. We're way high. You think we're gonna make it? We're 10,000 feet. I need to be descending quicker than this. So I've got the vertical speed. I'm gonna bring it down about 2,800, give or take. I got the speed brake out, all the way out. Okay, it's saying auto brake on 23 minutes. That's fine. We got to use auto brake 3 on this one. There's 2 landing lights coming on. All right, it's plenty. Everything is looking good here. About 6,400 feet with flap 30, and we're gonna be. Should work. Maybe we can slow this beast down. I'm gonna go up to about 240. Might have to do a turn, kind of break off that heading. We're on the fast side. Alright, I'm gonna go with heading select. It's just too much. I gotta burn this altitude, so it's alright. We'll do a little turn out of here. Keep those brakes in. I'll slow down a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and run our checklist. We got all that set. Here we go. Descent check's coming up. I'll keep turning. All the way around. Okay, coming on. Descent check coming up. Altimeters and bugs are set and cross-checked. VRF and V target set and checked. I'm going to want to maintain here about... let's go to 3,000. No less than that. We'll keep on that turn. 1,600 feet a minute. We'll start really slowing the aircraft down. We're a little too fast. Keep on trucking. Alright, looking good, guys. Altimeter's bugs, setting cross drive here, target set, and noted auto brakes on 3. Start switches are on, recall checked. Descent checklist is complete. Coming over on the heading, keep on coming around. You might ask, how did I get myself into this situation? I'll tell you how I did. I was outside. I was like, oh crap, I gotta get back in. That's my fault. I'll take the brunt of the delay that we're gonna get here. That's my fault. Alright, I like what we're seeing here, guys. I like it. There's 3,000. We'll descend down to about 2,400, 2,300 millet. Raj coming down to 10. Keep on that heading. There we are. 1,000 to go. See the airplane's slowing down now. Flaps 5. 190 on the speed. There we are. Beauteous. We don't need that brake anymore. We're good. We'll hook up. VNAV on. Lateral. Looking good, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna come down over here. We'll go primary. VMC, drop that. Looking good. Okay, throttle's coming up. It's just, we didn't have, I mean, did we have to do that? Probably. I mean, I would have had to, you know, burn a lot of altitude, and just be better safe than sorry. So let's get some drag out now. I mean, we're a little early for that, but that's what you got to do sometimes, I guess, right? Let me give him a call. San Juan Tower, Riptide 25 on final, runway 10.
Riptide 25, unable runway change at this time.
I didn't say runway change, bro. What are you talking about? Okay, whatever.
Riptide 25, turn right, heading 175, vectors for the approach.
175, pretty much on it.
Turn right, heading 175, Riptide 25.
What altitude do you want? We're at 2,200 right now. That's where we're staying. The airport in sight there. Welcome to San Juan. I haven't been here in a long time, you guys. Boy, look at all that gas. Got plenty of fuel. There's that turn. All right, 109.7. Inbound course here at 101. There she goes. All right. All right. Light slope coming down nice. There we go. Let's slow 180. All right, 170 right now.
Riptide 25, turn right, heading 280.
What are you talking about? I'm on final.
Turn right, heading 280, Riptide 25.
Lined up for runway 10 here. All right, let's go gear down. With the 800, it's just a little bit. Flaps 15, and we'll slow down flap 15 speed. Dude, I can watch that all day. Those vapes coming off the wing, it's pretty sweet. Alright, you're like, Jason, just fly. What are you doing? What are you talking about? That's on 2, auto brake coming on 3. Beautiful day here in San Juan. San Juan approach, Riptide 25 on final, runway 25.
Riptide 25, confirm new approach ILS runway 10.
Yes, confirmed, whatever.
Affirmative, Riptide 25.
Alright, landing checks coming up, gear down 3
San
green.
Juan approach, altimeter
Flaps 30, 30.
2995, expect the ILS runway 10.
Flaps down, green light. We're good to go.
Altimeter 2995,
we're on a visual,
expect
but
the ILS
whatever.
runway 10, Riptide 25.
Does she not know we're on short final here? Okay. Gear, flaps, all that's good. Taxi. Oh, shoot. Taxi's coming on. That knocked my... Pretty cool. You see any vapes? No vapes now.
1,000.
Check my plane. I've got it. See what it wants to do. We got a little 6-knot crosswind coming in. All right, that's a nice little downdraft. All right, runway looks clear on my side. Got 500 feet.
400.
I don't see any traffic.
300.
Roger.
Glide slow. Glide slow.
We're good. We're right on it. And right on target.
100. 50. 30. 10.
Come on, you little... Speed brakes, extended, deployed. They're 90 knots. Let it roll. I'll get on them. Alright, out of that. Welcome to San Juan, folks. We made it. We'll use the whole entire runway. Give the passengers a nice ride because we didn't give them a nice ride before. That's it. Let's get slow. Looking good here, guys. We made it. Beautiful San Juan. Surprised she's like, runway end. All right, we made it early. Nice. Well, this is a big bump, isn't it? See if we can hit it sideways or ground down anything. There we go. Okay, speed brakes, flaps. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. That was a really steep descent. The passengers did not like that. You can tell. They're probably like, what are you doing? Yeah, I got stuck, folks. I was...
San Juan approach, FedEx 51 Heavy. Good morning. 10,900 feet. We have November.
Hey, wing lights coming off.
FedEx
Taxi
51
lights are
Heavy.
staying on.
San Juan approach. Altimeter 29995. Expect a visual approach runway 10.
Altimeter 29995. Expect a visual approach runway 10. FedEx 51 Heavy.
Cool. Gotta admit, that was fun. That was a fun descent and landing, I gotta tell you. All right, you guys, so once we're done here, we're gonna go ahead and switch aircraft and jump into a 600 next. And we'll be flying that 600 around the Caribbean for 3 days. So, really nice. 2 hours, 17 minutes so far. Not too bad. We got a hotspot coming up. We're going to go to the next one down, and then we'll turn in. That's off. That's off. Pitot heat. That should be off. Good. It's so weird. Why? It's because I'm probably not in the spot view. Man, I remember this airport. Lots of flying in here. Okay, let's start the APU. We do a lot of our flying in the Caribbean here, you guys. A ton of it. So... I gotta make sure that we're on target. APU's coming to start. Make sure this is good for the next crew.
FedEx 51 Heavy, leave inner heading 215. Expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 10.
Leave to heading 215. Expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 10. FedEx 51 Heavy.
Our APU might be broken. No, it's coming up. Some silver aircraft here. It's cool. APU coming on the bus. Now we got to figure out what gate we got. We're going to go gate Delta 7. That's ASIG is the group we've got contracted. Move that car. You would see our 737-600 here. And matter of fact, that crew takes this airplane out and we swap them.
51 Heavy.
They fly
right.
back to
Heading
Miami.
210 vectors for the approach.
And we head over to the Caribbean. So
Turn right.
pretty cool how this
210.
Caribbean
FedEx 51 Heavy.
Caribbean crew works. It's pretty sweet, actually.
FedEx 51 Heavy, descend and maintain 5,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 5,000 feet. FedEx 51 Heavy.
All right, here we go. I'm going to shut down number 2 as we get closer. Go ahead and fire that. Shut down number 2 right now.
FedEx 51 Heavy, turn right, heading 030, intercept the 10 localizer.
Turn right. Heading 030. Intercept the 10 localizer. FedEx 51 Heavy.
FedEx 51 Heavy, descend and maintain 3,600.
Descend and maintain 3,600. FedEx 51 Heavy.
Alright, we'll stop it right there. Brakes coming on. On the bus, off. Seatbelts. That's off. We'll throw bleeds on. Alright, welcome. We made it. We have made it. That's off, that's off. Packs are on. We'll go ahead and throw off the belts. We've got that. Off, 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 off. Good. Alright, fuel pumps are coming off. Except for that one. We made it 2 hours and 22 minutes, not too bad. Let's go ahead and call GSX, request boarding, deplaning. Alright, I'll write that paperwork down.
51 Heavy, airport is at your 12 o'clock 11 miles. Report the field in sight.
I think that's why I gotta go to spot view. There we go.
We have the field. FedEx 51 Heavy.
Welcome to Puerto Rico, you guys.
FedEx 51 Heavy,
shut up.
cleared visual approach runway 10.
Quiet. Alright, I'm gonna write down my times here. And then we don't have to leave until let's see here, 12:45. That's local time. So right now local is 8:19. So we got a pretty good layover here. We're supposed to get in at 9:40. Again, this time has changed, so it's everything's shifted down an hour. So we should be out of here by 8, basically 9:15, about 1 hour. Yes, request ground power. I'm going to come down here and request the air conditioning unit. And let me write down when we were in. 1320. Come on. Okay, you guys, we're pretty much done. Thanks for watching. We're going to go ahead and get everybody off the aircraft, and we'll see you guys on Friday as we do a live. We jump into the 600, and we'll take that 600 over to St. Martin and back to San Juan. We'll do a two-leg trip on that one, and I'll go ahead and get this airplane ready for the next crew. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep the blue side up and the brown side down.